Not all disabilities are visible. Living with short-term memory loss feels like I'm constantly playing catch-up.
Short-term memory loss sounds pretty self-explanatory. However, it refers to difficulty retaining information for a brief period. It can be destructive, impacting everything from my early development to everyday activities, like making this very video you're watching. Creating a video like this is 10 times harder for me than it might be for someone trying to talk in front of a camera for the first time. I know this because I've witnessed it countless times without fail. I've seen people new to being on camera speak with ease, something that's still challenging for me despite myself speaking in front of a camera since I was 15. My early development was marked by significant challenges. I didn't speak until I was 5 years old, and this delay has had a lasting impact on my learning, reading, and most importantly my speech. Even now, speaking in a video is incredibly difficult for me. I tend to stutter and my words often don't form quite how I want them to.
I used to always be dragged out of classes by teachers to go to speech and language therapy sessions or sessions to help better my memory. Now that I look back, I'm like, oh my god, these things really helped with my development. And now that I'm an adult, I'm just, I've been contemplating about going to speech and language therapy sessions. I think a part of me is like sort of embarrassed and scared, but the other part of me is like, this will greatly help me out, you know, for making these videos and just talking to people in my everyday life. I feel embarrassed when I'm engaging in conversation with someone and midway I'm like thinking to myself, I don't think they're understanding what I'm saying right now. So it's an emotional roller coaster. I feel like I'm just inadequate in this world.
My mind frequently wanders and I can easily get distracted at times. It feels as though I've developed ADHD, something I want to get tested for. These challenges make my path in video content creation all the more significant to me. Overcoming these barriers while pursuing my passion and aspirations is an achievement I hold close to my heart. But my disability has become more than that. It's the little things that build up years of frustration, wanting to ultimately better myself and not feel like I'm behind others my age. These struggles led me to find minimalism, a lifestyle that has given me the clarity and the structure to take control of my life and focus on what matters.
I was that type of person who would just be obsessed with going out on the weekend, going to the mall and spending whatever I have in my pocket on records, DVDs, skateboarding stuff, video games, anything that held my interest. And so not only was I wasting time and money, but on top of that, I wasn't keeping track on what was most important in my life. My days were just unstructured and just chaotic. I would get up at random times in the day. I just felt like a complete slob.
One night, everything changed. I stumbled across Matt Diavella, a minimalist YouTuber who can make decluttering your sock drawer look like a cinematic masterpiece. His content made me realise that my clutter wasn't just physical, it was emotional. I had too much on my mind, and my memory was suffering because of it. Owning less meant worrying less about what I wore, what I owned, where something was, or what I needed next. What I really want is to have a home with Emily, achieve my own image of success within the world of digital content creation, and to travel more.
I knew what I needed to do. I needed to analyse every single thing that I own, looking into every room of the house to make sure that everything that I own is of true value to me. And you know what? Usually I would say to you, if you're going to get into this, start small. I didn't start small, I went right into it. I wasted no time trying to declutter every single nook and cranny of my bedroom.
Clearing the physical mess gave me a sense of control and focus, and thankfully I had support. My girlfriend, of course. Emily joined me to declutter whatever she wanted to get rid of as well. We tackled every room together, letting go of what didn't align with our values, which was our time, health and relationships.
Of course, everyone doesn't have a partner that they can rely on. So why not seek out inspiration like I did with Matt Diavella? Listen to podcasts, go on YouTube, go on social. anywhere that you can find minimalism, learn about it. There's so many resources out there. Now, physical clutter is one thing, but mental clutter is harder. It just takes a lot of time and focus. I started using tools to organise my thoughts. Notebooks, bullet journals, spreadsheets. Over time, I went digital, using my phone, laptop, and even my Apple Watch at a time to access reminders from anywhere. So the Reminders app is just wonderful. I use it for literally reminding myself about everything. Any tasks I need to do, anything that goes into my calendar, that I can get reminded about that as well. I have so many reminders that I have reminders for my reminders. It's crazy. Like, I'm not kidding you, I've got so many reminders and it's literally front and center on my iPhone. So if I go straight into it, I have, this is just one page by the way. I have different lists. So I've got one for my freelance business, then I've got a shopping list. You name it, I've got lists of lists. Minimalism continued to give me more clarity. It helped me focus on what matters most with my creativity and my health, instead of fixating on temporary highs from a new purchase. My clean, clutter-free environment helps me to just relax in a way and allows me to focus on the task at hand rather than being distracted by unnecessary things that just don't hold any value in my life at all. So I'm just going to say this before I end the video here, but if you're feeling overwhelmed by things, thoughts or responsibilities, and if you're someone that suffers from a disability, then I really do think you should try minimalism. If you're contemplating about it, then you won't know until you try. Just start with one drawer at a time, one habit at a time, or one area of your life at a time. It's not about having less, it's about making room for more clarity, more focus, and more peace. Take the first step. I don't think you'll regret it. So, big news, I've now been offered a job as a creative content producer. Minimalism has helped me go from freelancing to working in the industry, and while work will keep me busy, I'll still be creating because it's what I live for. So hit that subscribe button, drop a comment and share your minimalism journey with me. I'd love to hear it.